Yeah. So there's that. So you're in the city, and it's been like 4 days since our last session. So you've all like recovered your HP and everything like that. So it's actually Turkey D today, if you remember. And in fact, has anyone like got a summary or anything?
Yeah, we were going to try and I think Turkey D is when they do Park Fit, and we were going to speak to Barbara. Yeah. Park Fit on Turkey D. We're going to speak to Barbara, following our attempts to gain access to the elders. We were denied, but potentially Barbara can get us an audience.
Got to try and find my lift again. Lift right there. If you lift right there, we go. Nice. Found me lift. So yes, we were going to go and see Barbara, and we were going to have a look at all those fine ladies doing their park fit in the park, because that's where we wanted to go. And yes, and now it's Turkey D. I'm not really sure what Turkey D is, but I'm quite excited by the sound of Turkey D. I don't know. I think he's just laughing at my list. It's not fun to laugh at somebody with speech impediment, however you know.
Laughing with you.
Yeah. So yeah, what are you doing then?
All right, where are we exactly at the moment? Where did we end up?
Pretty sure you left off outside, like the center of the city where the spire is.
Yeah, and would we have just hung around in the area because you said it's 4 days?
4 days. It depends what you did in those 4 days, but you've recovered. And also, before you make any decisions and go any further, so Billy, when he found the trap and then he used it in combat, he felt like when he was fixing it, it just came so naturally to him, and he got excited, like really excited, that excitement, like if you're about to go to a theme park or whatever. And he had that feeling, and it was almost, as he was doing it, it was almost like it was magical. It was just watching him work is magical, and you gain the magical tinkering skill from first level. So you're not first level, but you gain magical tinkering.
Cool. Awesome, thank you. Gotta get my guide open now. Excuse me.
There's also that little bit that you put on the group as well, that little write-up of what Billy was doing and how he was feeling. I just assume that came to him in the 4 days of downtime.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it felt like organic development.
I've been strumming on my ukulele.
Yeah,
nothing majorly to report. Just strumming on my ukulele, giving it a good old twang. Just my ukulele though, I tell you. Nothing else, just my ukulele.
So we've all met back up outside the spire, and it is Turkey D. So, what you fellas reckon? Should we go see if we can find Barbara for Park Fit? I don't even know where the park is, but she's gonna be there, hopefully doing Park Fit.
Well, I can imagine that the Park Fit can't be that far away from here. You know, it's surely it's not that far away.
No, I asked one of the mums of the children that play in my team, and they said that it's just around the corner from here. So yeah, we can head over there. I think the class starts at 11 o'clock, so we'll probably be there in an hour. Barbara will be there, so we can catch up with her.
It's nice to see you again, Mr. Pierce. I must say you are looking very barbarian-y, because those clothes are all the rage.
Nice. I like that actually. It's pretty good.
Some bloke walking past, like slaps his knee. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but Mr. Pierce is exactly right.
It's good to know. I'm glad that somebody in this place he knows where they're going.
Knows where he's going, and he knows what time it takes place. So
Marvelous. Well, I'm going to be following you then, my big Goliath friend, because that way you can't get lost in the crowd.
Awesome, thank you. Probably should head there about 11:30, so we can just dawdle about, because it would be weird if we just hang outside while all the old mums are walking in with their Pilates and their yoga mats. So yeah, we'll probably head over once it's started. Yeah, but until then, we'll chill by the local cafe that's next door.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could handle chilling at the local cafe. Head and shoulders above the rest. You are, Mr. Pierce. Head and shoulders above the rest.
Oh, lovely.
So you head down there and you get to the park. Cafe there's nobody really in it. And you look at the park, you can see in like an open area, there's trees sort of spread out in equal distances that have deliberately been planted in a certain way, so they look quite pretty, provide the park with plenty of shade in areas. But in the open bit, you can see that there's an activity going on. And you can see it's the park fit.
Awesome. Okay. Do any of us know actually what this Barbara looks like? Because there's quite a big group of elderly ladies, shall we say, over there. I'm not too sure which one we need to approach and keep our eye on.
From what I've heard of this Barbara chick, she must be a mimic because her chest is to die for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's about 60, so it's not as voluptuous, but yeah, still that's applicable.
Just because it hangs a bit low doesn't mean you can't swing around on it for a bit of fun.
Yeah, I'm not sure what she looks like. We didn't actually get a description, just a name. So we'd have to start asking around, or come up with some other, or just call out a name, see what happens. Might be a couple Barbaras there, you never know.
All of them look around.
You're all Barbara.
So from where you're standing, they're about 100 feet away from you through the trees. You can see clearly what's going on, but like a weird sort of short, fat, or just like a weird looking old guy stands next to you, and he's like, good, innit?
I'm sorry. What?
It's good, innit? Park fit, innit?
I'm not really sure what to say. Hang on. Hang on. If I'm not the one that's getting turned on by this, then you should certainly not be getting turned on by this. You dirty bottom, scummy little man. If you want to go and look at a bunch of women, I suggest you go to the old people's home where you belong.
Oh god. Give us a intimidation.
That is intimidating, is it? Wow, I've never sounded so camp as this character ever. 18.
18. Yeah, he's
Love that dice.
like, so just admiring the form.
Yeah, you can admire the form of the back of my whip in a minute.
You always come along and stare at the participants then, or is this your first time?
Yeah, my favourite is that one over there, the blonde one. Name's Barbara.
Barbara, is it?
Well, we got that much information out of him, but that's not nice. Speaking of blonde ones, I heard your mum got sacked from the sperm bank. They caught her drinking on the job.
Roll intimidation.
Oh, I can't get an advantage of that, surely. 12.
12. He just looks at you like, starts walking away.
I'm sorry, I got intimidated with the 18 earlier, and the insult wasn't that good.
He walks off, about 50 feet away and like sort of like partially hides behind a tree and continues to observe.
Hey, up it! You're the load your mum should have swallowed.
He sort of looks over. He's like, oh, carries on walking.
Oh my goodness.
The person from the gaff comes out and like, oh, thank God you got rid of him. Do you want a free drink?
Yes, but I don't want the same as what his mum was drinking.
Oh, he's always out here. He's always out here. It's bad for business. So I'll give you a free drink. What do you want?
I'll have a mocha if you could do me one, please. That'd be lovely.
Yep, mocha. But yeah, big lad.
I just go with lemon water with a little bit of honey, please, because the old throat's a bit dry.
Right, yep.
I know. I need to keep up my shape. Do you have any like protein shakes or anything like?
Yeah. I'm sure we can work something out.
They're already for tuna, that'll do.
Yeah. Yeah, and he goes away and prepares you some drinks and brings them back.
Lovely.
And gives you your drinks. He's like, have a seat. If you need anything else, I'll just be inside. And he goes again.
Oh, it's lovely. We've got ourselves free drinks. Enjoying the lovely air. How long we got till they finish, you reckon?
Well, looking up into the old sunshine, I can say that we've probably got about half an hour. So I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the view, but less perverted than the elephant scrotum fella that was there a second ago.
So you wait for about half an hour and they finish. And they're all like gathering around.
About half an hour.
Yeah, and they're gathering around and they're like thanking the instructor, who's this big orc guy. And like all the they're all sort of like talking to each other. But this blonde human, which the weirdo pointed out to you as Barbara, is just standing there on her own.
I got to say that was a marvelous performance, absolutely amazing. I am giving you a standing ovation.
Did you go over there? Did you?
Yes.
Right.
It's difficult to talk to her otherwise.
Yeah.
Just shout it.
Lovely. It's a weirdo again. So give us a performance check.
That's performance is charisma based, right?
Yeah.
It is. I get a +1 on that. 19.
Gonna need it. Oh,
very nice. She's like all sweaty in that, and she seems like quite embarrassed that you're speaking to her. And she goes, "Oh, that was quite funny, yeah." Who are you?
So the name is Sebastian. Sebastian, shut up, but don't you worry, that is just my name. We are friends of the capital, and we are just here for old Billy Bob to ask you a few questions.
Right, what? Billy Bob? I don't know, Billy Bob. Why are you asking me questions?
Oh, I think he was referring to me, love. Name's Billy Stonebaker. Yeah. Well, we wanted to ask you a few questions. We were actually trying to get an audience with the elders, and we were told you might be able to push us up the queue a little bit.
Oh, who told you that?
Oh, just a nondescript guardsman when we were trying to gain access to the elders.
Oh, you don't need my help.
We don't.
If you want to speak to the elders, he's over there. He's one of them over there doing Tai Chi. Look, they'll be finished in 2 minutes.
Which one over there?
The one with the long beard that goes down to his knees.
And he don't mind us just going up to him saying all right.
He's a lovely bloke. Lovely.
Oh, well, that's great. What's his name?
Marcus.
Well, it seems pretty easy to remember. I'll probably forget it before we get over there, but it's fine. It's fine, my darling. You are like a wizard because you have cast a spell on me.
Yeah, what he said. Thanks, Barbara. That's incredibly helpful. We'll go over unless any of you lads got questions to ask old Barbara here, but I think she's done us a solid.
I think no, she sorted us out something squirrely. She had. If that's the man we got to go and talk to, that's the man.
Yeah, thank you. You're a top quality Sheila.
Oh, thank you. Oh, lovely to speak to young lads such as yourself.
I'll take being called young as a massive compliment from a rogue such as yourself, because you have stolen my heart.
That one was all right, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I'm
That's
gonna
good.
write that one
Might have to
down.
write that one down. Put that in the book for later.
Yeah, she loved that one, and she gives you the. She walk away.
I just sort of pull out my ukulele. I just sort of pull out the ukulele and just give a little drum on it with my thumb, just across the 6 string.
She goes, oh, oh.
Nice.
Right, no more.
How about you,
speaking
boys?
then.
But I could play a tune on that.
Anyway, you look over and you see like all these really old people, and they're doing Tai Chi, and the instructor like bows to tell them that basically the session's over, and then
All right.
bow back at the instructor.
Yeah, which one of us should go lead here? I don't think we should all just jump them at once.
Well, I've got to say, Barbara's got me. Barbara's got me all flustered, and I'm on the old blood's pumping a little bit too much. I don't think I'm quite what he's after. So I think I should take a step back off of this one.
Why, Piercy, you want to take lead or?
Yeah, I think I'm quite respected in the community. I think I can get through to him with that. I'll have a bash at it.
Right, we'll hand back.
Awesome. What am I asking about? I've forgotten.
Oh, well, city elders noticed the crystals are weakening. The crystals of the city, the larger narrative. I think we just wanted to know.
You had a bit of parchment, didn't you? Which you used. You found something. Remember?
Oh shit! The stone glyph.
The stone glyph.
Bollocks! Bollocks!
Oh,
yeah,
you left that home, Billy.
We were going to ask about the stone fucking glyph,
Yeah.
right? Bollocks. Which, yeah. So we were going to ask about the stone glyph and see if that had any connection to the crystals being depleted, or whether if there's any sort of matter there to do with the crystals.
Awesome. Sounds good. I'll forget that immediately. Well, I'll go and ask him.
It's the parchment, but you could show it to him. So yeah, I think actually Sebastian's got the parchment, maybe. But what else gives you?
Well, I was the one that did it with me. I waxed on my candles, but
That's the one.
I'm not 100% sure who took it all, but yeah, sure. Hang on, I magically checked my back pocket. No, it must be in my front pocket. There it is. See, gotta keep yourself looking good.
Yeah. Don't worry about the stains.
Yeah, in the 4 days, it could have changed hands, so it's fine.
All right, it's tucked in the same place it was for the last.
Yeah, it's been in there all that time.
Showed it to, because it saves me having to get a spare pair of socks out.
Awesome. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna reluctantly take that and head over to Marcus and ask for it.
Don't tell him where it's been.
You walk over and there's there's Marcus, and then there's loads of other people that are like around Marcus, like just trying to like lick his ass, basically.
Excellent. Hello there, gents. Sorry to bother you all, but I was wondering if I'd be able to speak to Marcus for a moment. A few friends of mine were outside of the city boundaries, and we found some interesting artifacts that we'd love the elders to take a look at.
So Marcus has got his back to, and he's like talking to somebody else, and the majority of the group turn around, they look at you like, and like one of them goes, taps Marcus on the shoulder and like whispers in his ear, and he like turns around slowly, and he's like really long beard, and he looks like he's in pajamas, and he said, yes, my son, I have for a small moment, if it's of high importance.
Terrific. Okay. I actually have this bit of parchment I'd love you to take a look at and see if you recognise, or at least have any idea if there's anyone who would recognise all this gobbledygook that's written on top of it.
The rest of the group, all the group, like disperse and they go their separate ways. So it's just you and him now. And he gets his glasses out, puts them on, and he looks at it and he's like, "Ooh, wow, ooh, hey. Yes. No. Turns it around the other way and he goes,
Ignore fucking steering wheel.
Where did you find this?
We found it outside of the West Gate, from memory. Yeah.
What you have here is an ancient language. Each one of these symbols signify a number. You didn't happen to see any kind of pointer on this thing?
I kind of look back at the other fellas. Like, did we?
No.
I don't remember a pointer.
All right. No, I don't think we did. We just found this on its lonesome.
To me, it looks as if it would be some kind of code. If there was a way to identify each number. And I'll show you, this one is 1, this one's 2, and it goes round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 9. And it shows you, like, it goes all the way around. And that's all. And he said, "Oh, that's as much information as I can give you on that. If you'd like to make an application, we could investigate this further. I'm sure if you speak to Barbara, we may be able to review this in 2 to 4 weeks."
Just gesture over to the other lads. 2 to 4 weeks? Are we? Oh, very good.
Using my little fur-covered feet, I pick up the pace and sort of catch up with the elegant elder. So I don't think 2 to 4 weeks is going to last us. The amount of air that's going to go over our feet in that time will have me standing still. Any chance we can do it with 2 to 4 hours? I do believe what you said, that this was a matter of importance, because these are ancient. Now, if you find something ancient that nobody else has seen, that generally makes it quite important. And I do believe that this is quite important because of all of the ooh ah noises that you started to make, and the fact that you started spinning it around like it was a steering wheel.
Persuasion. I'll give you advantage for it as well.
Well, thank you very much.
That was good.
The advantage helped 17.
Okay, calm down. Calm down. You must understand that we are 3. Our knowledge is a collective. What I know, that there may be more that others could find from this information. Could extract.
But there you go, see. So there you go. So if there's 3 of you, and 3 of you work better than 1, then we come and stand in front of all 3 of you, and you're going to get the problem fixed in a third of the less time. I mean, that's just quick maths, isn't it?
Well, hold on. Our knowledge is sought after, and there is an application process. But I'll have a word with Barbara and have your application put to the front. And by the time I get back to the spire, maybe we could have a discussion with the other elders, and we could perhaps shed some more light on this.
Well, you seem to be talking a lot about this Barbara chick. Have you got a sweet on her? Hey, have you got your eyes on her? Do you fancy getting your lollipop licked?
Oh, how dare you? How dare you?
Hey, you're talking to the right guy, because if it's Barbara you want, I could put in a nice word with you. You bump us up the card, get us in there a little bit quicker, and you and Barbara can have a merry old night underneath the old moon and stars.
How dare you speak to an elder like that? How dare you? Right. I'm done
I
here.
must think you protest too much. I've seen the way that you were looking at Barbara across the old way. I could tell these things, and if it's not the things that I'm thinking, then how dare you, sir? How dare you?
He's just like stunned at what he's hearing. Well, my child, you must understand. She's many years younger than me, and I couldn't possibly have any chance with a beautiful young woman such as her.
Any man with the elderest that you've got, sir, is enough to charm the birds from the trees. Barbara will be nothing. If you just whistled, she'll come to call. She is just a bird waiting for you to lay your seed out for her to come and have a nibble.
And how would you propose that I achieve this feat?
You want me to propose it, or do you want us to do the old I hide in the bush and tell you what to say kind of stuff?
No, that will not be necessary.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, I can give you some of my best pickup lines, and you can go and try them with the younger lasses. That's probably one of the best things that I could do.
Well, perhaps you accompany me to all of you to the spire, and give me at least some time to get changed and freshen up, and get the other elders together.
Of course, I understand that you're elderness. That is not a problem. I must say though, your natural odour is a pleasure. I've never stood next to somebody as elegantly smelling as you after such an illustrious workout.
Well, thank you very much.
And Barbara will be smelling that after a good workout with her as well. You know what I mean, mate?
Oh, yes.
I'm so ashamed.
Completely charmed.
After you manage to you make him feel really good about himself, and he smiles. And the other group that had dispersed, they've been watching, and they look and they see him smile, and they're like, because he hasn't smiled in years.
Yeah.
And in that moment, you get the ability bardic inspiration.
Oh,
Nice. Very nice. That's cool.
Oh, take it.
And so you head to the spire. He gets changed, and he gathers the elders, and they all sit around. You're like waiting. It's like a grand hall, really amazing. You can see the machine at work above you, and it's all like this white energy and like spinning cogs and stuff. And Billy's really loving it. And you're just sitting there on a table in the corner, and you're just watching them look over this piece of parchment that they've given you. And as you sit there, you chat a little bit.
Oh, mate.
And you notice, let's say, Billy notices that there is a change in one of you. Let's go with Seb. So Billy notices that something has changed about you, but he can't quite put his finger on it, and he brings it up, and he wants to know what it is.
Seb, mate, you're looking. Something's different about you. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Is it? Well, I mean, there's a couple of little things that have changed about my face. I thought I've had a little bit of a trim up. Sort of chase back the beard. Nothing overly. I've had a bit of a trim on the top. You know, ponytail's not as long as it was. But if you're really after something, it was. I went to see my old mate in the jewelers, and I managed to land myself this beautiful necklace. And I mean, it is a stunner. I mean, have a look at that. Look at that.
Oh, it's fucking lovely.
I mean, it was a beauty. All that cost me was £half a pound in mushrooms.
Half a pound in mushrooms.
And the good kind of mushrooms as well, you know, the ones.
Oh, that must be it.
I mean, these mushrooms are so good, they make your toes go and change the colour of your eyes.
Well, yeah, that's probably it then. Yeah.
Can't imagine there being anything else much to do with me. I mean, I did have a big breakfast. Belly's hanging over the belt a little bit bigger than it should, but...
Billy also looks back up at the spinning cogs above, just kind of assessing, you know, how they're behaving, how they're feeling. Possible, I don't know, maybe investigating, assessing, or something like that.
Yeah, you want to investigate it?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Just kind of, you know, when you're looking like at a car, if it's making a weird engine noise, you think, oh, that doesn't sound good. So yeah, and that's a bit of a rubbish roll. It is a plus. It's an 8.
It's so fascinating to you. It's unlike anything you've ever seen in your entire life. Not many people get to go into this great hall, and you're quite privileged to be there. It is, all you can determine is that it is an ancient technology that's been lost to time.
Cool.
But you're happy to be there and witness it. So after a little while, the elders come over to you, and Marcus comes over to you, and he says, we have combined our knowledge, and I think you'll be happy with what we've concluded. And that is, what was it again? And that is these glyphs that you found. They're nothing like any species that we are aware of has ever used, any humanoid species or any intelligent species has ever used. And Archimedes brought up a good point, actually. He mentioned that many thousands of years ago, there was a very, very powerful wizard that ruled the whole region. He even came up with his own magical language, and this seems to fit that magical language. Now, we only have some texts left, and they're mostly ruined, but what there is, it does correspond to these runes that you found. Now, if you can work out what these runes mean, or if they do something, perhaps maybe there's more around the area. Maybe this is just the only instance of these runes. Maybe that could get us closer to the power we need to restore the machine to its full capability. And I believe this wizard was the founder of a group of wizards which protected the distribution of the ancient crystals that powers the machine. But unfortunately, that's all we have.
It sounds like there's a little bit more than we had before we came in here, so I consider that an absolute pleasure and a good bonus towards what at least we've got to go and look for some more stuff in it. Do we have the capability to go and look at the books?
I'm afraid they're way beyond your. Well, you cannot access them at all. No, Archimedes was quite quite quite. I lose my. Oh, who are you?
Well, did this Archimedes fella have trouble with the ladies as well? Does he need a little bit of a hand? Because I can help any man with anything. I can give you the name of a monk who teaches she can come in the old park over there, and he teach you a quivering hand technique that any woman would fall in love with.
Well, you'll find that Archimedes is a happily married man.
But that's all right. In that case, he can use the quivering hand technique on his missus, and I'm sure that she'll be cooking him his favourite meals for the rest of the month.
Well, whilst we're on the subject, what were those lines you were going to give me?
Those lines? Oh, you want some? Well, I'll tell you
Deborah.
what. Because you've been an absolute star. This is the name of the monk. Right, and I just rolled up a bit of paper. He's the name of the monk, and he teaches he can come in the old park. Ask him about his quivering hand technique. That will get that sorted.
Right.
And as for the lines, oh dear, let's go with something.
Quivering hand.
Yeah, the quivering hand technique.
Natural thing.
Yeah, because he teaches a martial art called She Can Come. So I mean, yeah, I'm going to go with them. I'm going to go with some more something more suitable for this guy's age. We're going to go with some nice ones. So it's like, if you want to charm Barbara, I mean, you can use the ask her if she knows charm person because she's enchanting you with her eyes.
Oh. Yeah, you don't need to look them all up unless you really want to.
No, it's all right. I'll give you
He
three.
wants to.
I'll give you three. I'll give you three. Okay. Who needs the cleric? When I've got your sweet smile, your faith alone could give me greater restoration.
Like it. That's all right.
That is pretty good.
And hey, baby, what's your armor class? I want to hit that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
nice.
Yeah, it's good. He's happy. He's like writing them down. It's quill. Yes. Okay, and you're sure these will work on Barbara?
I'm 100% sure.
100%. All right,
100%
100%. Yeah, yes.
She was giggling away at some of my worst lines. Than that, let me tell you. And she was very happy to be looking across at you when we were having a chat.
Right,
I call her out on me permissibles.
This goes without saying. We keep it between us.
Of course. I wouldn't have it any other way, sir.
I don't suppose you could help me with one more thing before you head off and have a look at these glyphs?
Well, that depends what that is, because every man has his final straw, sir.
Well, over on the eastern side, they've been having sewage problems. Now we have a fantastic sewage system here in
And I looked
Dicklund.
after by a wonderful man named Bob.
I don't know him, but our sewage, we're very proud. It was very important on the construction of the city, and that it would last a very, very long time. But recently it seems to have been blocked. Now, nobody will go down there because, well, unless you can hold your breath for an extended period of time, you're not going to have much luck.
A man with your natural fragrance would be able to go down without a problem. You come out smelling a rosy, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. However, the majority of the sewer points, they unfortunately, the area in which they are situated runs downhill. And at the bottom of the city is the majority of our farmland, which is not in the best state as it is. And so the last thing we would want is to have even further contamination to our fertile land. Really, we don't want shit with our corn. That's awful.
Well, it's better than, well, I suppose it's not really the same as having corn in your shit, but
No. Well,
I understand. It's all right. If we find the time, we will make our way over to the east gate and see if we could shove our rods down certain holes.
well, if you're willing, the outlet is on the east, on the outside of the wall. You'll understand.
Of course, yes, sure. I wouldn't want to shove my rod in any holes inside the wall.
No. Well, thank you, gentlemen. You have done a great service to the city, and we look forward to hearing more news.
Marcus,
I
How's that-
look forward to hearing about you and Barbara in the future, sir.
Yes,
I just have one final question. You said there were 3 elders. So it's yourself, Archimedes. Who's the 3rd elder?
the third elder is well, look over there. It's the dragonborn,
Oh,
and
What's-
his name is Hlang.
Hlang.
No, Hlang.
Hlang. I reckon.
Please do not mispronounce his name. He gets very offended. It's Hlang.
Hlang. I got it.
I'm trying to say that with a lisp.
I got it. Yeah. Hlang. Hlang. Oh, yeah. All right. Brilliant. Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you, Marcus. You any more questions from you guys? Are you all right?
Well, I think I've done enough work, thanks.
Hmm.
Well, I feel quite dirty.
And
Let's do.
yeah, he goes, if you don't mind, we have to go through more applications.
Of course, Elder Marcus. Thank you for your time, sir. And we'll see what we can do about the sewage problems.
Thank
Yeah.
you. And he does a Tai Chi bow. I don't even
Oh,
know
I
if
love
they
the
do that in
turn
Tai Chi.
I'm gonna curtsy and go. Yeah, I'm just gonna curtsy.
Cool. I'll slip him also a condom I confiscated from one of my kids. You might need that.
Oh,
I need that, mate, just in
A
case in
condom?
future. Yeah, from one of my football kids. So I'm playing with it. Obviously, didn't know what it was, so I'll give it to him. Probably.
Doing a great service for the community. And
Yeah, be careful there, Mr.
Thank you very
Pierce.
much.
That is definitely not chewing gum.
as he puts it in his mouth. But
Well,
yeah,
now, as I walk away, now there's a man that if a mind flayer came coming, he'd be safe.
and you go out. You go out.
Awesome. So, what are we prioritising, fellas? Are we helping out with this sewage first? Or are we kind of making our way back to the glyph site where we found?
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
It's an interesting one because obviously we're slowly gaining skills, but we're not good at anything yet.
Do you remember the rumors and job board stuff?
Now you must be joking, Mum and me, no good.
Oh, yeah,
write it down.
Oh,
Yeah, there was a kid called Willie.
Yeah. Find Willie for
Dicklund.
10 gold.
there was a lost Willie.
We had a lost
somewhere.
Willie. That was oh my god, yes.
Captain Live Troll for study. 50 gold.
Yeah, that's 50
Hunters
gold.
wanted. We tried that. Didn't
We
work.
can't contend against the troll, we will die.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. Blue Go from Northeast started by the Hunters at the evening. We don't actually ask any questions about that. But it's there.
We
Then we've
can
got
go
Wheaton
back to that bull
crystals.
again.
Large eyed beast been attacking the city, the Gorgon, we know about that. In the south, colony experiment put into action years and years ago. Never heard of them again. So there's a colony experiment somewhere, and there's also the red glow in the South Forest. So that is, and then we've got the stone glyph on the side. And yeah, I think that's everything.
It was that name. Was that nice stone glyph? I mean, do we go and investigate the blocked sewage line? I mean, does that sound like something to kill us?
I think, you know what? I think that's probably a more realistic endeavor. I think we can use our brains in that as well and not get killed. But
I mean,
famous last words.
my only concern is if we get down there and it's grey ooze or black pudding or ochre.
You know the drill.
Harsh.
You know the drill. You just run.
Jelly, you know, well, as a air quote forever DM who doesn't play much, I'm constantly thinking about ways of annoying my players. And by sending you guys on a routine sewer inspection.
routine sewer inspection. Get yourself down there, lads.
We should be contrarian then. We should go for what DM does not expect.
Don't worry, you did that last
game.
session.
Yes, last session went with the hunters straight for a Gorgon.
Yeah.
0. Suicide mission.
Yeah, maybe the troll's just an internet troll.
It could be
I
some nerd.
still have nightmares about those 2 clanging testicles twinging over my face.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think we need to find a bit more information before it's worth going back to the stone glyph. That's my feeling. So we can put that one in the background. Yeah, I'm intrigued by the sewage issue.
Well, we're centre of the city at the minute, so we can just come out and eat east.
Yeah, and it'd be nice to see the farmlands as well if we go further down that hill. It'd be nice to see what it's like down there.
There is also the jobs board as well, just to throw that out there.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, do we want to go and have a look at the jobs board, just see if there's anything really routine on there?
Some new jobs that we've not heard of.
I mean, we might get money for these tasks.
Well, all we've got so far are rumours. We're working on rumours. We haven't done anything with the jobs.
All right, yeah. Well, yeah. Let's update our jobs board then, so we just keep an eye on what's becoming available, because presumably that'll obviously change day to day. So
yeah, I mean that Willie kid's probably still missing. It's been like 2 weeks, so he's probably dead. But
well, that Willie kid's been missing for 4 freaking days now.
That's very true. Dead. Probably dead. Yeah,
definitely freaking dead.
Yeah, everyone's forgotten about him. Who? Oh yeah.
Oh, we have more clues about Willie actually. Just touching on the Willie job. Sorry.
A Willie job.
No, I remember something about it.
What are you trying to?
Just read. I'm just looking back in some of my notes. I'm sure something was said about Willie.
So the hunters said, they said the hunters told you, because you did ask them. They told you that they saw him. Yeah. They knew who he was straight away. They saw him go into the forest.
Seek out his mother. I've got her in here. Yeah.
Well, there you go, Theta. After 4 days, he must have found his mum. It's been 4 freaking days.
Oh, 4. You never know.
A kid in a forest on his own for 4 days. He's dead.
All right. Okay. Well, fair enough. All right. Well, he's gone. He's gone. Okay. Well, let's go to jobs board then. Let's see what's on the jobs board. Let's see what's happening.
You want us to use logic, right? So
yeah.
Kid lost in the forest, 4 days dead.
Yeah. It's a harsh idea, but yeah, it's true.
Yeah. That weird old fella in the flipping park.
Oh no. Well, he's definitely not. He's definitely not going beyond the gate.
Did he speak with a whistle?
There's going to be like a serial killer turn up.
It's so nice to see you all.
Yes.
Go and see if we can find our kid at night, Willie. Right,
it's going to get like True Detective. It's going to get crazy.
Huh?
It's going to be like True Detective. It's going to get crazy. Going to have to find all these serial killers and weird ritual killings happening everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Let's go and have a look at the jobs board then.
Jobs board. Yeah.
Okay, so you make your way over to the jobs board, and apart from the normal jobs, there are two which are a little bit different. One's called Choke My Chickens.
That's the one.
Choke My Chickens. 1 silver per 10 chickens.
The terrible rate.
And the other one is right. So the other one is snake skins required. So they basically it says go and get us some snake skins. It's from a sort of tailor type person, and they want to make snake skin clothing or snake skin shoes.
So it's a tanner. It's a tanner.
A tanner, yeah, that's the one. Sorry, and they will give you 1 gold per 5 snake skins you get.
Come on, that ain't good. Because guarantee those boots are going to charge 5 golds a piece. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Guys,
It's a
like,
business at the end of the day.
I'm not helping a bunch of crooks make money. Fuck that.
Well, we can't do much else though at the moment. So if we get a bit of bank and a bit of experience, of course, we'll get, you can buy some weapons, get vicious, and then do better stuff.
I mean,
Got to do the job. Sorry, you go.
I was just going to ask if like snakes are OP in D&D, because if there's like a cave of 80 of them, they just kill us all.
So a giant snake is killable for a group of level 1s. A normal snake is killable for a child.
Well, okay.
But our DM is he threw us in a cave with a giant gorgon. In our first session.
You wandered into the gorgon's lair.
Well,
yeah, snakes aren't OP. Snakes are very killable.
What about chickens?
And it depends what kind of chicken.
Also, choke my chickens. That could mean anything.
Yeah, I'm assuming that this wants us to kill chickens because ring a chicken's neck for around 20 minutes. I'm assuming this guy just wants these things choked and fluffed.
Yeah. Well, I guess with the chickens, they're all there in the chicken coop or place or whatever.
That or it's going to be a really embarrassing Rocky scene.
It could get interesting. And with the snake skins, presumably we have to find the snakes. That could take some time. So choke my chickens whilst 1 silver per 10 chicken. Not great. We can do it all on site. And we don't have to.
Yeah, but you might have 100 chickens. Do you know what I mean? So it's fine.
Yeah, that's still 10 silver.
Yeah, more money.
I mean, I could make so many jokes about choking chickens, but yeah, I mean, let's go and string them up and give them a fluff.
So you're going to the chickens, yeah?
Yeah, let's go and choke some chickens.
Let's choke the chickens.
My character seems to have gone very camp this evening. He's sort of gone, hi, nice to see you.
It's an organic development of character.
Oh, good, yes, I'm a gay bard. Marvellous. That's exactly what I needed.
The gay bard.
Yeah. Oh my God, yes, that's good to hear. I cast one of my spells. That's the gay bard. Yes.
All right, then. So you head down, and you head down to like where the fields are within the city walls, and it's not very nice. Not like a nice area at all. You can see that the crops just look rough, and people are having to live off this food.
You think their crops look rough? You should see their birds.
So like, you get there, and there's like just a shitty little shack, and then some farmland, and you can see chickens everywhere. There's chickens within sort of the coop, but the coop's like busted, and there's like chickens everywhere outside as well.
Let's start swinging then. Yeah, we probably should check around, see who actually asked. Did we get a name on the job advertisement, or we kind of just going looking around, see?
I just happened to be holding the sheet of paper in my hand because once you take a job off the job board, you don't want anybody else doing it. So yes, waving.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh.
It has a contact, Arthur.
Arthur. Fair enough. More jokes available. Yeah, to make it way too easy for me this evening.
All right, so yeah, we've got to find Arthur. Just make him aware that we're choking his chickens for money, not for fun.
Just think about what you just said there. We're choking his chicken for money. It's,
Of course we are. We wouldn't do it for any other reason, would we?
fine. Yo, Arthur! We need to choke your chicken for some money.
Who's that?
Well, it's Sebastian, shut up. I'm here to choke your chickens.
Look here. Is that right, lads? What can I do for you?
It's a what?
What can I do for you, lads?
That's a hell of an accent.
Sticking out of his mouth.
That's a hell of an accent you got
What's
there,
sticking-
mate.
What's sticking out of his mouth?
Bit of corn.
Oh, okay.
What, a whole freaking cob?
No, a bit like, whatever the fuck they put in there.
A bit of wheat,
Cob.
yeah, a bit of wheat. A whole freaking
Bit of wheat,
cob
that's it, yeah,
sticking
yeah.
out his mouth.
Yeah. You know what I meant? Fucking hell. Right. We're getting over here, lads.
If you say that chord out your mouth, mate, we'll be able to understand.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry about that.
Can't get the visual out of my head.
Oh,
You here to choke my chickens?
I did that. Yes, I am here to choke your chicken.
Yes, we
for
are.
some cash.
Aye. Well, be 10 silver for 10 chickens.
He's what? He's 10 silver for 10 chickens.
10
Oh, yeah, we'll have
silver,
that.
10
Yeah,
chicken-
well, I'm gonna
one
fold
si-
that
or
there, mate.
you can translate it 1 silver for 1 chicken.
No, yes, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I'm folding out that piece of paper and putting it in my pocket because the piece of paper, when we read it, said it was 1 silver for 10 chickens. So if he can't do maths, I'm going to take it.
That's what he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do it. We'll do it. It's
So
all right.
yeah, you point me in the direction of the chickens, and Arthur will cheer them.
Right then, right. Let's show you how to do it first, right?
What?
I get to do. I got one here, right? I got one in here. And you gotta choke it. You gotta choke it. You're not killing it. You don't kill me chickens. You don't kill me chickens, right? You gotta choke it. The only way to get bleeding eggs out of them these days. Don't need an egg. I need an egg. But you choke a chicken, you can't choke them too much to die. You choke a chicken, you get an egg. I get an egg from each one. And for each chicken that lays an egg, I give you 1 silver.
Have you tried what they call the bagpipe technique? It's well renowned, and for any of those people that are skilled in using the bagpipes, as I am, you could try doing it like this. And you put them under the arm, and you're gonna go like that and give it a good squeeze.
Well, whatever technique you've been on a farm before, lad, eh?
I've not so much been on the farm, but I've definitely choked a few chickens in my time.
Yeah, you already got the technique down, eh? We got the chickens, some of them escaped over there. You have a look over there, they escaped, a few of them still in the coop. Get over there, you'll give me some chicken, right? I'll be counting. I'll be standing, you got your old half, right? It's going to hold the chicken, can't choke them properly anymore. So, this is why I got you behind the helping. You get the eggs, I'll get them down there, you get me the eggs, and I'll be happy with that. What would you take? Put it there. He holds out his hand because he's got arthritis. He's like,
I just sort of.
So much detail.
I got to get to work. I got to get him to market before the bleeding.
Hey, you really should consider taking that corner out of your mouth before you talk.
Oh yeah.
It's like Bob, but 10 times worse.
Oh, if you guys didn't understand that, there's a bunch of chickens over there. Some of them have got out, but the more chickens we catch and the more eggs we get, the more silver we get.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're not to kill them. We just got to choke them. So no killing, just choke them.
Don't fucking kill him, mate. You don't kill him.
No, we won't kill them this time. We won't kill the chicken.
We'll try our
No.
best, sir.
We're just going to choke the chickens.
You kill him, you lose 10 silver for each one you kill.
That's
Oh,
quite.
great, yeah.
We've
Well,
got
drop
we've
the
got
link.
It's end up
five.
costing us money.
Well, you've got to buy me a new chicken, didn't I?
I'm telling you now, you're shopping in the wrong places. You can buy chickens for 2 coppers.
All right, well, let's give this a go. Perhaps if we try one chicken, if the technique works, then we know it's viable. Then yeah, we can choke this. Choke fucking chickens all day. Yeah, it's fine.
I'm gonna go with the make them shit themselves technique, and I'm just gonna crack my whip above a pile of chickens. So massive chickens. I sort of crack my whip above them and see.
Well,
if
you
they
look-
shit themselves.
You look out, there's a big field, right? Just
Right.
like ravaged crops. And then there's a chicken coop, and there's like 3 chickens in there, and there's chickens all over this field.
Marvelous. Is there within 20 feet? Can I get within 20 feet of a gang of chickens where I could just crack my whip over the top of them to see if I can make them shit themselves, or them shit themselves?
Yeah, you find like a gang. Yeah, you find a gang of like 5 chickens.
Great. Yeah, my gang of 5 chickens. I just want to crack my whip over the top to see if I can make them lay an egg from literally shitting themselves.
Go on then. So you got intimidation on the chicken.
I'm intimidating chickens. Yes, come on, you fucking chickens. Come on, that's not good. 9.
Well, they're only chickens, so they're like, and they like, some of them shit, no eggs come out, and they'll all like disperse, and you hear from distance, "What you going to choke them? What you fucking doing, you bleeding idiot?"
So I just sort of turn around in the direction of him and just flick the whip.
He's just there chewing his corn, his big bit of corn. So you try that. So what's Mr. Pierce doing?
Well, I'm a bit nervous really because my hands are like more than the size of the chicken. So in order to choke him, I just need to use like my finger and thumb. So I need to be careful not to kill any of them. So I'm probably going to try and give chase to one of them and then reluctantly start squeezing more and more. But first I need to try and catch one of the buggers because Sebastian's whipped all the way.
Yeah, so you so that group of 5, there's chickens everywhere, right? So just I'll tell you what, we'll do a roll to hit, and that will be if you catch it or not.
Okay. 10.
A 10, okay. A 10 catches 1 chicken. You eventually like running everywhere, and you like grab one, and then you start to squeeze. Give me. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do choking attack rolls with a D6, and we'll see what kind of. And if you've got a modifier, add it.
Okay, D6. Right. That was a 3.
3. You squeeze it a little bit, and it goes, and out comes an egg, and you catch it before it hits the floor.
Oh, yes. Fucking get him.
Well done,
One egg.
Piercy.
And you continue doing that to another 10 chickens, and you get an egg out of each one of them.
Oh, lovely.
So you've got
I
10.
say, Jay, that's pretty good. That is, you're not yoking around.
And so Billy, what's Billy gonna do?
I'll follow suit, and I'll also attempt choking attack.
Okay.
So was it a D20 for the first one, and then
Yeah,
a D6?
so roll to hit with just a standard D20.
He wasn't
18.
He wasn't yoking around.
That's a good one. And it is a 4 damage.
A 4. You just can't catch him.
Oh no, 18 to hit Four was my D6
18
roll.
hits. Oh, you caught one. Yeah. So you caught one, and yeah, the 4 you squeeze it. You squeeze it quite hard, but out comes an egg, and you get an egg out of. You only get an egg out of 3 of them. Out of 3 of the 10 that you capture, and then yeah.
I think these farmers should consider planting all these chickens and growing eggplants instead.
Keeping everyone
I got-
entertained.
I got loads. It's fine. So it's I've got. It's one of those really weird ones that I've got insults to do with chickens. There's plenty of them.
And yeah, we'll do it like a turn-based thing. So Sebastian.
Yes, well, it's my turn, is it? Well, cracking the whip didn't fucking work, so I suppose I'm going to use my Lightfoot Hobbit skills to catch them, which didn't do fuck all because I got 4.
Well, I'll give you advantage with your Lightfoot ability because it's a racial ability, isn't it?
Yes, that really 4.
You can't catch shit.
I rolled
You're like-
I rolled a 4 and then I rolled a 3.
You're like tripping over shit and like just making so much noise, kicking stones.
God, you know the best place to find information about eggs, don't you? A hen encyclopedia.
Oh my god.
You hear Farmer Arthur at the background. That's him laughing. Mr. Pierce.
Oh, okay. Am I just rolling again?
Yeah, roll to see if you catch another chicken.
Make sure no cows run across the field. We'll end up with roast beef. Roast beef. Get roast.
Nice.
Yeah, we get it. So I'll tell you what. So your turn isn't a complete waste of time, Sebastian. You're counting the chickens, and you count that there's 63 chickens in this field.
63. That's very precise.
Yes, 63 chickens.
There's 63 chickens and 1 rooster.
Yeah, that's it. And he's fucked.
Yes, and so are all the hens. That's why he's so sore. See, because you know how all these chickens dance, didn't you? Chick to chick. Rather than cheek to cheek.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a fail, that one.
Oh, it's funny when I got to explain them, guys. Oh.
14 on that one.
14 to grab a chicken, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so you managed to grab a chicken.
Grab it quick before it hits the exit.
dear.
Come on.
Losing us.
And then use a D6, and then add a strength modifier if you've got it.
Oh yeah, I do have one, don't I?
Yeah.
But I'm worried if I'm too strong, I'll kill it. So I want to
It's
roll.
all right. It's okay because if you run into a really strong chicken, you'll get a hard-boiled egg out of it. God help us. Comes up with this shit.
So that's a 4.
4, yeah, 4 is pretty decent. So, okay. So you managed to get more eggs out of these chickens, and you managed to squeeze another 4 eggs. So you've managed to squeeze out 14 eggs altogether.
See, this guy knows what he's doing.
He does.
He's excellent.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
So Billy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll do the same as per. Look around, look at the nearest chicken, grab it for 16, or attempt to grab it.
Yeah, 16 grabs it.
And I actually realised that I've got a -2 on strength. So this one won't be as good. That is a 1.
A 1. You do try your best, and you just don't get anything out of that one. Yeah, you don't get anything. You just completely fail.
Sorry, lads. Not really my thing.
Yeah, so it's turned out to be a lot more difficult than you originally thought. These chickens are running around everywhere.
Right. Well, I got this long burner here now. So I've seen this one bit of this one chicken. He's run across this dirty bit of road once, and I'm watching him. And I want to try and catch him.
All right.
Right. So this is a long burner. Right. So that's an 18.
Yeah, you catch him.
Right. Awesome. See, I caught him as he ran back across the dirty bit of road because he became a double crossing chicken. See, there you go. That's all right. So, my wound on the chicken was a 4.
A 4's good. A 4's good. And you grab that one, and then you grab another 6. No, you grab an additional 9 chickens.
Marvelous. I know it's one of the chickens. The chicken that ran across twice ended up being really dirty. So he was a dirty double crossing little chicken.
So all in all, at the moment, you've got 28 eggs between you. So you're doing quite well.
Can somebody explain the double crossing quip?
Well, if it's PG-13 and above, we'll just leave it.
No, so it ran in front of me once, and then it ran in front of me twice. See, so it crossed me twice. See, so it's a double crosser. Once, twice.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It was a slow burner, but it wasn't worth it.
So at this point,
and that's why it was. That was why it was dirty, because it was the dirty double crosser.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a sexual thing. That's fine.
No,
probably
sexual,
more likely. Or,
not sexual,
usually.
Stupid.
No.
Right. So at this point, you realise this is taking a long time. It is taking a long time, and you just think it's just not worth. It's just not worth our time and effort running around catching these chickens, and then horribly like having to choke an egg out of each one of them. It's just not economically viable.
It's fine. I know what we could do. If we feed all the surviving chickens gunpowder, we could turn them all into hand grenades.
Well, I mean, coming up with an idea like that could earn you a lot of money.
All right.
If it was to work.
Well, Billy, I know you have a fascination with mechanics and kind of tinkering with items. I wonder if we could possibly automate this process somehow. Having a sort of like a machine with a little circular grabber, just put a chicken up to it, and it gets the right squeeze and get it out of them. I don't know if that's possible.
I was thinking about it. I was thinking about something.
I mean, we need to get the materials for it and all that, but I'm wondering if that can be.
This is true. I mean, it might not be something I can craft now, but we could go away, craft it, come back, and then do a nice little job. So I can create little clockwork toys, which could do something. I don't think they do. No, they don't really do much in terms of action.
Well, outside of the magical effects, you can still tinker with equipment, machinery, items.
Like tinker with a chicken to turn it into oh my god, a WMD.
Didn't somebody pick up a chicken skull at some point?
That was me. It's my pick.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's not like to go with the information I'm just giving you. I'm just saying that just to remind people if they want to do something.
Maybe if I knew a bit more about what chickens like, I might if there's like a particular. I'll speak to Arthur. It's process a bit slow, but we thought maybe if we knew a bit more about chickens, we could do something about it. Like, are there any particular sounds that perhaps soothe the chickens, and maybe maybe they need to be soothed rather than choked or something along those lines.
You're just talking. That's why I employed you. I employed you. You're trying to get that chicken, and you choke it, and then you get your in there.
I think that's the only Yeah, that's the only option we
Yeah,
got.
one silver for 15 chickens.
1 silver for 15 chickens. Nah, it's fucking crazy. Nah, well, yeah. Anyway, sorry, Pierce. I don't know if there's anything I can tinker with to get things going here.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you a helping hand. Like looking around, you can see like old disused plows and other equipment.
Run them over.
If there was, before Arthur goes in, he goes, there, Arthur.
But if we kill him, he
What
won't
do
be
you
very
get
happy.
if you cross the ghost what do you get if you cross a ghost with a chicken? A poultry geist.
Oh, that's all right. So there's dismantled plows on the
Billy could hold
field.
up the crack, I'll tell you. Yeah, so.
What could we do with a dismantled plow? All right. It's best I got. Yeah. We could tie a bit of rope to the plow, tie it around the necks of as many chickens as we can find, and then just drag them. And then maybe if one of us holds the back end of the rope while the other one's pulling the plow, we could just choke them out that
sounds
way.
like a lot of chickens are going to die.
Well, it's just an idea. I'm just spitballing here, coming up with a solution. Maybe you're right.
What can you describe the plow to me, Mr. DM?
It is just like a wooden frame with like some metal like plates which dig into the ground and a mounting point to be put onto a horse. It's not like really complex.
Is there a cedar? Because obviously, you said there's various stuff around. So I'm asking, in particular, is there a cedar?
Yes, there's a cedar.
Cool. Okay, I'm not a tinkerer by any stretch of the imagination, but how's this for an idea? So a cedar is designed, put the seeds in and it drops them out. Well, what if we bag the top of the cedar and make it like a bellows and get our Goliath to sort of pump it so it goes like a vacuum to the chickens up?
What's it like? You put a chicken on it sucks an egg out. Is that what you mean?
No. This is to try and catch all the chickens.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We'll make like a giant bellows with a sack on the cedar, and as he lifts it up, it creates like a vacuum. So pull the chickens in.
Oh, you're thinking of like that machine from Wallace and Gromit you wear at it.
Yeah, basically. Yes.
Yeah.
It's like it's a medieval Hoover.
Oh, interesting.
I'm not a tinkerer. All I've got to say to you, Mr. Tinkerer Future Man, right? Think outside the boxes, silly shit like that.
Whilst you think outside
Anything
the
is
box,
possible.
we'll take 5 minutes to the toilet.
Alrighty.
Well,
hoping you wouldn't record it, so my failure wouldn't be recorded. All right, so yeah, I just got this crazy idea, right? So I'm getting the idea of being a decent tinkerer, and I can do stuff. So we got this plow, right? And I was thinking, because we got chickens, right? Chickens, females that perhaps are drawn to a mate of some description, right? So I was gonna do my thing, and by inducing my magical tinkering ability, touching the plow, I can get it to basically create a visual of a very attractive rooster. I think I can do that anyway. So a static visual effect appears on one of the object surfaces. This effect can be a picture up to 25 words, text lines, shapes, or a mixture of these elements as you like. So I'm going to do a picture of a rooster on the plow. And if I'm right, the plow has a wheel, right? So what we'll do is we'll get this picture of the rooster on the plow. And what I'm hoping is that the chicks will walk over to it and they'll want to get in real close to this rooster, that they'll put their heads in between each section of the wheel, right? So maybe you get 5 or 6 trying to cram their heads in to get close to this rooster because he's pretty hot. And so they'll get their heads in there. And then we just quickly run the plow over. So just push it. And then their necks will be like, bah, 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 and that will create hopefully some sort of choking effect, I don't know, artistic licensing, whatnot. And maybe we'll get like 6 chicks at once, just go with their eggs. And that's the best I got.
Good idea. have an inspiration.
Yay!
Um,
But didn't work.
let's all right, how are we gonna do this? So you're gonna cast that on,
So yeah, I don't really cast as such. I kind of do.
He tinkers.
he tinkers, yeah, with
Tinker.
magical ability, yeah.
I
He
don't actually think
basically,
there's a role for it.
yeah, what you could say is, what tool do you use on the plough to create the visual of the rooster?
What tool do I use of the
Yeah,
plow?
so I've
Yeah.
seen in other games that I've seen tinkerers, he goes, I pick up my hammer and I hit a pencil. And shit happens. So it's just like you just
Okay.
come up-
Yeah, so what out of your toolkit, yeah, so that works. So what tools do you use
what tools do
to
you use to tinker?
yeah.
So I've
It's
got
almost
my,
like a focus, isn't it?
yeah, and I know, yeah, this is actually artificers and tinkerers is kind of like, yeah, it really makes you think in a role play style because you got to think, how am I actually doing this? But I've got my artisan's tools, so part of my artisan's tools, surely there's a hammer in there somewhere. I would expect so. I hope so. Good old hammer. Yeah. Yeah, we'll say there's actually doesn't, yeah, there's a hammer in there. Great. So, and some nails, brilliant. So I use my hammer. I look at this plow and just think, oh god, what am I going to do? And I start to the top end of the hammer. I start to the top end of the plow. I start to hammer it. There's a bit sticking up from the plow. I start to hammer it so that it creates a very attractive quiff-like look that would be very similar to that of a male rooster. And the quiff is really the most distinguishing part of a rooster, I think, anyway, in my opinion. And it's enough to draw in the females and get them interested. And this part of the plow that I'm looking at, because I'm actually looking at a picture, would be in the center and the wheels would be on the outside. So the hope is they'll just push through and get their heads caught in the wheels, and then then Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt.
All right. So you do that and you create a rooster and all the chickens like take notice and they're like start moving over towards you. So what's the next part of the plan? They're all like closing in to that area. However, perception, everybody give me a perception roll.
I must be looking at something else. 6.
1.
5.
Oh, the highest with the 6. You notice that there is chickens moving over to the location. But out the corner of your eye, I'll give you something. All right, I'll give you something just to add a little bit more to it. There is an actual rooster on the far side of the field that hasn't noticed this illusion yet. But all the chickens within the field have noticed it and are moving over.
Shall I subdue this other rooster? go over there and drop kick him out of the field so he doesn't come over and because he's bound to try and mess something up. Like he's probably going to come over and try and fight our lovely looking rooster, just pecking at the wheels. So yeah, I'll probably wonder if I can head over there and subdue
Very
him.
true. We got to cock block him.
Oh yeah!
You know.
Oh yeah!
Wow, nicking my fucking gimmick.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bard in training.
That's a good idea.
Multi-class.
Yeah, so I'm gonna head over and try and catch the guy before anything else starts.
Okay. These chickens move over. However, you need to move this plow so the wheel works, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So all these chickens are now like right up at this cock. Yeah. And they're in place. They're in place. Like the first lot are in place. And so what are you doing? Their necks are in the perfect position.
Right. I'm going to just charge at the plow, grab the handles, and be like, push at least 5 feet.
An athletics. Give me an athletics roll.
Come on,
Yeah,
baby.
we're
It's
ju-
a,
we're
it's
just
an
about-
11.
We're just about to kill a load of chickens.
11. It moves like it moves an inch. And not quite. It doesn't even get one neck. And they're like some of them are starting to lose interest as well.
Fellas, we all got to team up. Or Piercy subduing the other rooster. Seb, give me a hand. We got to push this.
Sure thing, Cyril. No worries. I'm with you all the ways. Let's give it a good old squish.
So Mr. Pierce has gone over to the other rooster, yeah?
Yeah, that was. I headed off before this commotion started.
You see the rooster take notice of what's going on as the plough is attempted to be moved. It moves like an inch and it makes a little bit of noise. And then there's a lot of commotion from the chickens as well. And this rooster notices and is just like looking over you at what's going on behind you.
It's that cock's giving me a weird look.
Am I in a position to grab it before he startles or runs off?
Yeah, so there's like a trolley type thing which is leaning up and the handle is like up, sticking up in the sky, and it's like on top of the handle. So if you were to reach up, you'd be able to try and catch it.
Okay, I reckon I'm going to give that a try since I'm over here.
Can I?
Let's see if Mr. Pierce can grab this, or do you want to? Is this to do?
No.
Okay.
I need Mr. Pierce to grab this chicken.
Yeah, grab this Dicklund native cock.
That sounds quite good, actually.
Yeah.
It sounds quite authentic.
Yeah, this is a dirty place. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and grab him.
Okay, give me an attack roll. I like it.
Very nice.
That is a 10.
Ooh, a 10. You're like, as you go for it, it knows what you're doing. It like goes, rah, rah, like tries to get away from you, but you grab its leg.
Hey, sweet. Great.
And it's like flapping all over the place. You're like, even with your strength, you're like struggling to hold on to it. It's a big, strong rooster.
It's a big strong cock.
It is a big, strong cock, yeah, but I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, what
Too
color
late
is it?
now. Too fucking late.
It's like traditional rooster color, so like blackish, with like a green shimmer to it with like red, some little bits of red feathers on it as well.
Bloody chicken. Right, so I'm standing with the other miniature humanoid person, and we're trying to push this plough. But you said that some of them were starting to lose interest.
Some of them are starting to lose interest, yes.
So in the interest of them losing interest, can I attempt to perform a call to make them go, yeah, that cockerel's got some lungs on him.
Yeah, sure. What you can do.
I want to crow like a cockerel.
Go on then.
Not me, per se. With our sore throat, there's no way on earth I'm going to be able to do it.
All right, you don't have to do it.
Thanks. That is a noise that is not going to come out of my lungs.
Okay, so we assume you're like hiding behind the plough and like going, look.
That's terrible.
Oh god,
That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It is good.
Nice.
Yeah, performance though.
Would have liked just a roll. Charisma's a +1. 17.
17. The interest is with them, and they go back and they're like investigating this cock again. They're in position. The first, there's about 5 of them in position so far, and the rest are like pushing up against them, trying to get in there.
Push the name, little shit. Push.
Yeah, push it real good.
Sticking my gimmick again.
So basically, Yeah, both of you roll an athletics.
Athletics for a midget. Nice. So my athletics checks are -2. So that means I rolled a 1.
A 1. Oh no.
This is not turning out well. To be fair, yeah, we are miniature, aren't we? So we're pushing this
Yeah.
massive plow. Just
Literally, it's
3
the
foot tall.
Goliath is holding the giant cock, while the 2 miniatures try and
And
push
it's,
the
Big black
fucking
cock.
it's old as well. It's like not been used in ages. You can tell it's all like rusted and stuff. But it's the only plow in the field, or the only thing with a wheel on it that could be used in that
Well,
way.
this guy's name was Arthur, not Mr. Plough. So
What did Billy get?
got 12.
Got 12. Unfortunately, with the nat 1,
it's all right. No, it's not on that one.
It's
It was
not?
a 3, but -2. It's a
okay
1.
then. All right then. Again, this time it moves 2 inches, and like one chicken starts to get choked up, and one of them pops out an egg. One of them, and then it like runs away. So you get one more egg, and then like loads more of them start like swarming the plow, and they're all in really good positions to choke.
Piercy! We need you!
Just hold the chicken in
This
one
is
hand and
like
press the plough with
he's
the
just
other.
holding it. He's like, just like flying everywhere, frantically trying to get away from him.
I'm just going to shout across the field. Just choke the fucking thing. If we get an egg, it's an extra silver.
No, it's making me airborne like Mary Poppins.
Like great visual. Oh,
He
hilarious.
didn't say anything about killing the cockerels. Kill the fucking thing.
Feathers everywhere.
Oh, funny.
I mean, can I try and do anything else? Can I latch on to anything around me to try and subdue this cockerel?
The only thing around you is the trolley thing that it was standing on. That's it.
Can I try and do you reckon I'd be able to try and lift up this trolley and try and throw it over him so he's kind of trapped underneath?
All right, you
I reckon I
give
can
me
try and attempt that.
So this thing is like ragging you around. I'm surprised your shoulder hasn't popped out of his socket.
Well, I mean, it's a Goliath versus a chicken. I mean, I think.
Yeah. Oh no, this is a big cock. Yeah, give us an athletics roll to see if you can lift this trolley, because it's a pretty big trolley, but it's only wood, I suppose.
What does athletics go under?
Athletics is strength.
Oh, okay, so I have a +1. That's good then. Right. 2.
Oh my god, you try and lift it, but the cock is just thrashing around so much that you just have to concentrate on it, and you have to get your other hand back on the cock.
Damn. Right. Okay, well I'm over here then, lads. I can't help.
Seb, can we try one more time? One more time.
You are on the far side of the field though, and Farmer Arthur he's an old guy.
Cryptic. Very cryptic. Arthur! Arthur!
You got the favour for me then.
Yeah, I got a great idea. Come help us. Come help us. You look like a strong old fella. Come on.
Got me arthritis.
You just need your leg strength. You just push with your shoulders. It'll be fine.
Have you got your wages?
Yeah, if we do this, we'll all be making money.
No, he said he'll dock our wages.
Persuasion.
From me or from
you?
From me, okay. I'll use my inspiration. I'll have that, yeah. And that is a persuasion. Yeah, it is a 14.
No, he's not having any of it. I'm sorry.
No,
He's not
I've had
having any of it.
inspiration.
Yeah, I know.
God
I'm really
damn it.
sorry.
That's
but
all right. Should have saved it.
He's all you need. No, I'm not telling you.
I need a 25.
Yeah, no, he's not helping. He just looks at you confused.
All right. Okay, can we try one more time just to see if luck is on our side to push with that
It can't be any
inspiration?
worse, can it?
Exactly.
There you go. See, that's better.
Got a 14.
I've had a lot of them this evening, so with my -2, 16.
Ah,
16 is better. You pull it. What did Billy get?
14.
Okay, yeah, that's good. So you start pulling it, and it starts rolling over some of the chickens' necks, and it's just the right amount of pressure, and a few of them are like you can hear them like choking. I've actually seen a chicken in real life be choked to death. Yeah, it's horrible. But anyway, these chickens are like 6 of them, like loads of eggs. They'd like pop out 2 eggs each. 2 eggs. This is an effective method of extracting eggs from these chickens, but still, chickens are swarming. There's still loads like making their way across from the field.
We're getting swarmed by a bunch of chickens.
And we need to get Piercy back, so we gotta get Piercy over here. So we gotta take out that rooster, enemy rooster #1. We'll just hit him with the shovel or something.
Well, I was literally going to say, can I just run over and smack him over the head with me ukulele?
Yeah, we'll mess him up. I'll throw my bear trap. I still got my bear trap with me. I'll throw my bear trap at him, and we'll take him out, and then we'll run back and get Piercy to push the plow.
Killing it, right? If we killed something, I do remember him saying, if we killed a chicken, right, it was 15 silver pieces, right? Now that's not a chicken; it's a cockerel. Now we could fight the technicality, or we could just use my whip and tie it up.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Yeah, we'll subdue him. We won't harm him much.
Well, if Piercy's already holding him, then all I've got to do is tie him up. So let's just I'm going to run over there and tie him up.
Yeah, let's do that then. Let's do that.
Fine.
So all the chickens are still concentrating on this cock that you've summoned, right? And then you guys you run over to try and help Mr. Pierce. Mr. Pierce, you've effectively got this cock grappled at the moment. So you come over and you tie him up with a whip. Yeah? You haven't got rope or anything.
No, of course you haven't.
No? You did have packs.
I got some rope, I think.
Yeah, no, I have got the entertainer's pack, so I do not have rope.
Throw your juggling balls at it.
Yes, and my 4 candles, and my my costumes, my makeup bag, my disguise kit.
What type of entertainer's pack is this?
It's my entertainer's bag. It's the one that you come with, the one that it flipping comes with in the old player's handbook.
Nice. I've got some rope, 50 feet of hempen rope.
Well, there you go. We're literally going to create this ball of wool around a chicken, then, isn't
Yeah, you wrapped it up, and it's just these 2 stupid legs sticking out the bottom.
Please tell me it can still run around, because I'm not imagining
it can still run around.
Running around.
It's running around, just like running into the wall, and
it's fine. Comedy sakes value. I pull out my ukulele and go.
And you unwillingly cast bardic inspiration on the other 2.
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
Have a
Hey.
D4, guys.
So it's a D4 that we can use in any circumstance. The next 15 minutes, is it?
Any D20 circumstance for the next minute.
Okay.
10
Hmm.
minutes. 10 minutes for the next 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Cool.
All right, we
Awesome,
have that.
thank
Let's
you.
try run over some more chickens.
Yeah, let's all get behind it.
Like, no, I won't say it. Just in case it goes bad, I want to keep it for myself.
I mean, yeah. If I've accidentally cast double bardic inspiration, by me going, I'm going to sort of walk over and help. So one of them
Yeah.
will get advantage as well.
Okay.
Cool.
Really struggling to get comfortable here. God.
So so you go over and you're all on the plow now, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And the chickens are swarmed. They're in the perfect position. All of them are just set up right, exactly how you want them.
This is your chance, guys. This is your chance.
You need a really good pull. You look over and
Do I
Farmer Arthur.
do I need to name which one gets the advantage first before they roll?
For what?
For
Well, 'cause
bardic inspiration.
I'm gonna help.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
right.
okay.
Right.
Yeah. You can name.
I can name.
Name beforehand.
All right, because he's the Goliath and he can effectively push the thing on his own.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the Goliath the advantage.
All right,
Yeah.
he has got the +1, yeah. So
Go Pearthy, you've got advantage on this,
Coming.
as well as a D4 for bardic inspiration. So
yeah. So all these chickens are like
push
going
it
crazy.
now.
And like they're right in the right position, but he's like looking, he's like, oh my god, this is like perfect. We can make a fortune from this. And you look over and you see like for Farmer Arthur, he's just like watching you, like completely confused as to what you're doing. And you pull the plow. What do you get?
Six, 19.
Yes.
Use for inspiration regardless, because you ain't gonna get another chance to use it.
And Billy,
Oh. Oh, it's a 22 with my bardic inspiration.
oh shit. So you pull, you like start pulling it over. These chickens are like, blah, 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 and like popping out eggs everywhere. You look over and Arthur's like quite impressed with what you're doing. However, you need to pull it even further, but it's just not enough. There's more chickens going under there. You just need to continue pulling it because they're following this cock, trying to get their heads into where it is. And you just need that extra something. You just need that extra something.
Okay, I think coming back to my old roots and my background, which we'll probably get into, I'm very overzealous in this task. I think I'm trying to use as much energy as possible, overdoing it somewhat. So kind of in the struggle, I kind of shove Billy out of the way because I think I can do this all on my own. No, I've got this, lads. And then I'm trying to take it all on myself, trying to push it forward. Don't need anybody's help. I'm kind of pushing everyone away. I'm trying to do it all myself.
Grit your teeth. You see the vein in the side of his head start to pulse. And does he think about anything in his past or anything?
Oh, what makes him angry?
Yeah,
What do you mean? Gotta get angry. That's the only way you got to play.
Well, he's kind of thinking all these chickens are school children that he's had to work with over the years. All the disrespect he's had to endure over the years because none of the kids know that he used to be a top class football player. They just see him as a teacher they can kind of bully and make fun of when he's not looking. So he's imagining all of the necks of those kids' necks, and he's just crushing years of hatred into this one moment.
And you two guys, you stand back and you watch as this rage builds within him, and he pulls this plow. He pulls and he continues to pull it through the earth and choke all of the chickens, and there are eggs popping out everywhere as Mr. Pierce is screaming in rage as he pulls his plow and eventually stops to catch his breath. You guys are swimming in eggs, and Mr. Pierce gets his rage ability.
Eee, nice.
Way, well done, Piercy.
Shut up. Oh, sorry. We finished. Yeah, thank you.
If there is one quote that I can say, that was a rage against the machine. Yeah.
Like it.
That is good.
Choking in the name of.
Go on, you've done so many. You can have an inspiration as well. So
Oh,
many
thank you.
jokes throughout the.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks. I was wondering. I mean, when I started to run out of jokes for a session.
Yeah. Well, it's been 2 sessions, and I'll give you one just to
Shut me
feel.
up.
Yeah, just to shut you up. Yeah.
Just keep giving him inspirations to
Yeah.
keep him quiet.
Yeah, it's really good joke. You have another inspiration. Mr. Pierce gets his rage from that, and he can call upon that feeling every time he requires it. But you start counting these eggs which are lying on the mud around you. The chickens sort of disperse because they're absolutely fucked. And you can count about 150 eggs that you've got out of all these chickens. And you look over and you see Farmer Arthur, and he's like standing up. He's like eyes wide open. He's amazed that Mr. Pierce managed to pull a plow 20 feet. I mean, he's only ever seen his wife go that far with the plow. Shortly before she died of exhaustion.
She must be one hell of a woman if she can pull something that big.
Nice. Arthur, I believe it's time for you to pay us what we are due.
I can't know what you got there. What you got there?
150.
I can't get that right.
He counts all the eggs, and yeah, he counts 150, and then he goes in like it's just like some silver pieces, and he's like, and he gives you he can't remember what he said, right? So he gives you 30 silver pieces.
One
On the
does
light
believe,
side.
one does believe that is wrong, Mr. Arthur.
What are you talking about?
It was 1 gold piece for 15. If you wish to count it properly, not 1 silver piece per 15.
No. Aye.
You've got the maths right.
No.
You got the maths right. Right, there we go. I'll find my list again. You got the maths right. You've just got the colour wrong.
All right, give us deception.
It's a deception. It's not really a deception. It's pretty straightforward. He's got the maths right. He's just got the colour wrong. I just throw my D20 on the floor. Can I have that roll, please?
It's not really a valid roll. But...
Shut up. That's all right. That one was better. 19.
19. Okay, he's like, apologies, and he goes and he takes a silver back off of you. Takes it back off of you, all of the 30 pieces, and he goes in and he brings out the 30 gold pieces, which he believes was on the contract, and he gives you the 30 gold pieces, and he's like,
Be glad.
Mr. Pierce.
Mr. Pierce.
Yeah,
That's
Well,
the
wait,
thing about
wait.
Billy.
Hey, man, you pay 10 gold plow the field.
10 gold
Yes.
to plough the field.
Oh, okay.
Bearing in mind he
if you did.
raged to pull it 20 feet.
Yeah, probably not.
Hey, overstand.
So maybe we'll come back once once somebody's pissed him off to the extent of pulling it. Yes, it's a big old field.
He's a
We'll
big old
see. We'll see.
Yeah, we
probably
could get
only have-
into business. We can, the chicken choking business and the ploughing business is definitely something we can work out there in the future.
I'll tell you what. I've got to go and see all my mates at Pearls and tell them about making money choking chickens. They're going to be here all flipping day having their fucking whale of a time.
He's Farmer Arthur. He's really happy with you guys. He's so happy at the job we've done, and he like shakes all your hands, and he holds a high opinion of all of you, and he's going to tell all of his other farmer friends about it.
Well, I mean, if you're going to be telling all your farmer friends about us, then I can only do you the favour of best I know. Hang on a second, and I sort of pull out one of my bits of paper that I've got in my pocket for writing songs on, because and I'll do some scribbles, draw some diagrams and whatnot, and I fold it all up and I shake his hand and slide it in, give him one of them, and I go, there you go. That is the best technique I learned for choking chickens. With a wink.
And he just slams the door in your face.
Well, that went well.
What a very unpleasant man. I found out that he was single. I thought I'd do him a favour.
He looks down at it and slams the door in your face. But he didn't mean it in a rude way. It's just how he is.
I tell you now that makes more sense. He wanted to get in and give it a go. I understand that. So with the 30 gold pieces, I'm a man of fair favour. So that one for you, two for me, one for I'm kidding. 10 each.
Yeah, seems fair.
You
Wow.
guys, oh, sorry.
Sorry, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You completed that task. I'll give you 1 XP for that.
Yes.
I don't know how many XP that puts me on. 4?
Puts you on 4, yeah.
Anyone want to go?
Oklahoma, where the wind goes sweeping down the plain.
So close.
Can't believe choking chickens was going to be so eventful.
Gotta start at the bottom, work your way up, I guess.
All right, and looking around, and it's sort of afternoonish now.
It's afternoonish. I mean, it was about afternoonish when we got to the east side. When it past 11 when we went to watch the old park. So then we went from the park to the farm.
Yeah, we went from the park to
No.
the spire.
Park to the spire.
You were in there for a little while.
Jesus Christ, we've been busy.
So you've probably been like, it's probably, around, to make it more accurate, about 2-3 o'clock between that time. So you've had a good productive day today.
Well, it's been a fair old lump sum. Not 100% sure of where we can go to celebrate all of this, but I am getting a tad peckish. Stonebaker, where do you recommend us going for some munchables?
There's a great pizza bar down over by actually just when you get inside the East Gate, there's a lovely pizza bar there called Elder John's, and it's very good actually. It's got good stuffed crust there, so yeah, it's a nice place if you want something bite to eat.
It's all right. Yeah, I think we can. I fancy a circular meal cut into triangles and served in a square box. Yes, let's go.
I know. They got us on that one. Yeah.
Yes, that somewhere. If you like trigonometry, it's probably
Yeah. Let's get some food. It won't cost too much, and restore all our energies because we're all pretty tired. And discuss what our next move is.
Well, I think while we're sitting down and sort of having our pizzas, etc. I don't think we're not gonna role play our ordering the pizza and stuff, are we? No, didn't think so. I had a really peculiar topping set out just in case. But I just while we're sort of eating, I just want to throw a question. Any of your staff or anybody in here know of a missing child named Willie and he's looking for his mother out in the forest? Anybody catch that sort of convo knocking around in the old rumour mills?
Oh, it's a poor little Willie. It's such a shame. It's such a shame. You know, he got missing a long time ago.
That's all of our Italian fans got.
Amazing. I like it.
It's terrible.
Luigi,
you don't ever hear anything?
Not the wheelie. No, not the little wheelie.
Poor little Willie. Oh, he's such a good lad. Oh no, he's going somewhere else.
Going back to what was his name?
The darkness.
The darkness. Yeah.
He's such a good lad.
He's such a good little wheelie.
No, I'm sorry, my friend. I don't know any information on the little Willie. It's a shame.
He's the bad. I thought that as you said, I'm stuck with the accent, and now it's not the bad. He's the nicer. I thought I had to just ask the question, you know. No, thank you very much. It's worth asking, you know. But if you hear anything, you know, pick up the old baking stone and give us a holler. We're new on the block. We are the chicken chokers, and we.
That's okay,
Yes,
my friend. I tell you as soon as I know.
As soon as I know. It's fine. No, it's very good. While I'm sitting here, I will have another one of the pepperoni, please.
Okay, coming right up.
Nice. Full dedication from the DM there.
God's sake.
And we're now formally known as the Chicken Chokers. I like that as well. That's quite good. It's catchy.
The chicken chokers.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we get like matching shirts and stuff?
Yeah.
It reminds me on the site. It reminds me of was it that game? I can't remember it now. But you got called Chicken Chaser for a long part of the game.
Oh my god, I played that.
Fable.
Yeah.
Oh,
You'd
is
walk
it?
around, they'd be like Chicken Chaser. That would be a title until you leveled up.
Yeah.
That's
That was
what something
that
like
was one
thought.
of the training techniques to learn how to sprint, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Chase a chicken around. Yeah. Oh
But
my
instead
god.
of Chicken Chaser, it'd be Chicken Chokers.
That was Fable 1 as well.
Fable
What a
1. Yeah.
What a
Great
game.
Great game.
I've just started playing Fable 3 while I'm laid up and stuck at home for 6 months.
Nice.
Yeah, so expect some of those stories to start turning up in the campaign.
Do the research.
Alrighty.
So so munching on our pizza. So no further information about Willie. I think your theory, your hypothesis about him being dead was probably true, but you never know. I guess there's.
Well, I was more hoping that the DM would sort of catch on to it's been 4 days, lost to the forest. His mum sort of came back, and you know he's dead. I'd like to believe that he isn't, but 4 days in a forest, that's fair hypothesis. The kid is going to be.
Well, I mean, you've looked in a pizza shop and a farm. So
I was going to say, I mean, like even if we found a body, perhaps that would give some closure for was it Willie's dad who was trying to find him?
Well, it was Willie went to the forest to look for his mum.
Yeah.
So there's a high chance that both of them will be dead. So
Yeah. But
yeah,
you know,
it might be a closure thing.
a closure thing. Yeah, the chicken chokers closure investigation unit or something. Something
Yeah, I
to
mean,
that effect.
yeah, I mean, I
Focus closure.
might be unrelated, but I had a kid in my football team called Willie. But he hasn't turned up in weeks. Might be nothing. I don't know.
Oh, oh,
Fitzy, you know him.
Yeah, it was a right little tosser. He was. He couldn't volley to save his life.
If by any chance do you happen to know who his father is, because maybe we could go and chat to his father and find out whereabouts in the forest that he went to have a look, because at least then we could narrow it down, because there's a lot of fucking greenery out there.
I mean, it's usually the mums that come along and watch, but his mum never came for some reason. I don't know where she was at. Maybe she left him. I don't know.
It's a sad story.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a fair
Good free kick, though.
observation, yeah. So you talk about this. Yeah, you might be onto something there.
I mean, we
I
could
think-
go.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on, Jim.
No,
I mean,
it's all right.
yeah.
I interrupted you.
I mean, we could go and liaise. Didn't we already go and ask the dad? I can't remember.
You did ask the dad, and all the dad knows is that he's missing. He doesn't know anything apart from the fact that he went missing when the gate opened, when the gate was opened to the general public.
Do you remember what gate it was?
He doesn't know which gate it was.
I mean, we could go. I don't know. We could go back to him and ask if he was this miscellaneous Willie kid that I knew, and if so, try and find some other leads. But if not, it might be another dead end.
Yeah, I don't think it hurts to ask for do a bit more investigating. We might get something interesting, and if not, yeah, at least we just sealed the deal on that one. We know there's nothing further of any use.
Yeah, all right then. So if we're up for it, we go and see the dad again.
Yeah, let's go detective mode.
Sure thing. Yeah, let's. Yeah, sure. I'm with you, boys. It's. I'm just gonna take this to go.
As you go, he's like, "Hey, thank you, my friend. Come again."
Thanks, pal. Love your work. And
Do you know, I haven't got any pizza jokes. So yeah. No.
I mean, there's like a
sad
maths,
face.
yeah, there's like a maths one, but it takes an hour to explain, and even then, it's not funny. So.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I haven't got any random pizza jokes.
Well, got time. We can always go back to Elder John's.
So you head over to this man's house, and he opens the door, and he's like, "Did you find my son? Where is Willie? Where is my Willie?"
No, too easy. Too easy.
Please say you found my Willie.
Yeah, from this town is filthy.
He's a very so looking at him, and the house he lives in it's poorly built. It looks like he built it himself, and he's very poor. His clothes are like basically just rags, and there's not much like furniture wise within his house.
I mean, by looking at this fella, I mean, yeah, he's a old Mr. Pierce wants to talk to you about your little Willie. I'm just gonna sort of stand back and let him do the work.
Yeah. Did your boy by any chance play for the little Dicklundian at all? Was he part of that team?
He did.
The little
he was,
Dicks. Oh.
He was very proud. He was very proud to be a Dicklander.
Ah, okay, awesome. Yeah, he had a really good free kick on him, little boy. You should be really proud of that. Do you know if any of the kids in the team he was really close to they might know a little bit more about what he was up to, what he was planning.
Well, I don't believe he was planning anything. His mother was quite troublesome to deal with. She would be gone for days with no explanation, and she would bring back these books. I have no idea where she got them from, and they were strange text within them, nothing I could understand. And then she would disappear again and return without the books. And when I tried to question her, she would just reply that she was out with friends and that I shouldn't worry. But one day she went missing before poor little Willie disappeared. And she hasn't been back since. And I fear my young Willie has ventured out into the wilderness to track her down.
Do you have any of these books here that she's left? They might match something that we have, or something we might be able to ask about at least.
Well, it's funny you should say that. When she was resting, I managed to snatch a page out of one of them. I'll give it to you. Hold on. And he goes back and he gives you this page, and you look at it and there's this weird sort of language on it. What languages do you guys speak?
That is not well. I can speak Common and Halfling
All right.
because until you get your class, you don't gain those.
Okay.
Yeah, it's common and gnomish.
I don't think I speak anything unusual, so just common.
And Giant if you're Goliath.
Oh, giant. Okay, then that.
Yeah. It's no language that any of you recognize. There is sort of a pentagram on it, and all the text is in red. And he says, "Oh, that's all I have. I can make sense of it. So, the only thing I could do is put it on the jobs board."
You could put it on the jobs board.
Well,
Interesting. It wasn't on the jobs board this morning. Do you know if there's anybody else taking the jobs already? That's an
No.
interesting one.
You're the only ones that have come to see me.
This is interesting because this note was not on the jobs board when we went to look at the job board, right? I'm not imagining that.
I was only telling you what new stuff was on there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Little see the reason why, and I'm making good notes on this.
Yeah.
Is the little Willy one was only a rumor that we heard.
I think it was a joke because there was a 10 gold reward for it.
Yeah. There was 10 gold reward.
I don't remember going to the.
So you didn't go. That was just like something I gave you right at the beginning before you even started.
Okay.
that section.
Okay, yeah.
I've had a lot of drugs since the last session.
Yeah, that's all right.
yeah, and we all.
Yes.
I'd like to point out that I went in for surgery. I'm just not that kind of guy.
Yeah. So you did get that from the jobs board.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, like I basically told you that you went to the jobs board before you even had control of your characters. So
are we able to see any similarities between the page of text and the parchment of stone glyphery we've taken?
No, you look at it and there's nothing that would lead you to believe they were the same in any way.
Okay.
Well, I've got to say, I think this poor man has done his fair amount for us, and we've got at least something to go on, I suppose, with the old sheet of paper. And as as my favorite pizza maker would sing, sliced baby.
Yeah, you got there.
I'm gonna pass in my pizza and say I got it with some extra mushrooms for you, sir, to make you a fun guy.
Of course,
that's
classic.
very kind of you, because he's very poor and he's clearly starving. He's very skinny. Yeah, that's very nice of you.
So my leftover pizza, because I did say I was taking it to go.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, keeping the continuity, I'm going to give my leftover pizza to this man.
Yeah, let's just hope he's not allergic to anything.
As far as I'm aware, there are only normal mushrooms.
One bite of the mushroom just kills him.
If I come across any of those mushrooms, I'll let you know.
Just happens to be severely gluten intolerant.
He'll eat anything. He just opens the box. As soon as you give it to him, he opens the box and just starts scoffing it in front of you. There's like no shame whatsoever. He's like,
It's a good effort there, lad. Good effort.
Wow, he's really hungry. Oh.
Oh, I was gonna. No, that's bad even for no.
Go there. Go on, do it.
No, just
Do it. I'll give you a gold piece.
No, I've done some bad ones. That was going to be a bad
All right, tell me later.
This guy doesn't deserve that.
Okay, well,
All
thank you, sir. Thank you for everything you've done for us today. Thank you very much for the info, and we'll leave you to it. Thank you again, sir.
Thank you, sir. We'll do our best to find your son.
Oh, thank you.
The worst part about this has actually made me hungry.
Yeah, I'm actually really craving pizza. This is going to happen every session, I think. So I've got pizza in my freaking background.
It's so good if we all just got pizzas in one evening.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be. I'll do a pizza night one shot.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Just keep myself entertained.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Nice.
The final battle will be against a giant pineapple, because it's just shouldn't be on pizza.
Very nice.
So, I mean, what are you going to do now?
I'd like to tell you, I've got a fucking clue.
Well, do we make for so it's the South Forest that we believe Willie fled to in search of his mother. Do we make for the South Forest?
East Forest to clear out the pipes. East Gate to clear out the pipes of the old block village.
Yeah.
South was Little Willie. North and west are pointless at the minute because they're killers.
Basically.
So yeah, I mean, we either go hunting for Willie, or go and clear out some pipes.
Now that we know as well that Mr. Pierce used to coach Willie, that will prove favourable if we're to run into him and his mum.
Yeah,
I believe.
Yeah,
The mother seemed troublesome. There you go. And seems like she's been poking her nose in something interesting.
Some dark magic
because of that book.
Yeah.
Just a pentagram. Is that what we can make out from on that page?
That's the only thing that you can understand.
Okay.
I mean, that pentagram might end up killing us with something. Yeah, might as well go for it, I reckon.
Well, I suppose there is that. Yeah, that it could lead us into a difficult battle.
What will the time be if we head to the east gate to clear the pipes?
What when you get there, or?
Well, yeah. Well, we stopped for dinner. We've had a chat with him. Now we're going to make our way across to the east gate. I just want to know what the time is, because it's one of those. Don't fancy going down into the sewers in the middle of the night.
Yeah, you're looking at. It's only an hour that's passed, really, since then.
So it's like 4:30.
Pretty much, yeah. And if you remember last session, I said that it's sort of summertimey.
Yeah. So it stays light. Well, I mean, so it's metagaming stance, experience points to go and clear some pipes out.
Yeah, it's a build up so we can do the Willy adventure later with some more strength.
I mean, in all fairness,
Yeah.
In all fairness, if we can find a little willy, then we can clean some pipes out. There you go, another little sex joke for you.
Oh. Yeah. But no, you're probably right. We should.
Probably right. No, that's what I do.
About the experience.
That's for my OnlyFans.
Yeah, I reckon eastward then for some old filth dredging.
You said you head to the eastern side of town, and as you're walking, the stench gets stronger and stronger. And as you pass like some of the grates in the floor, in like the cobblestone floor, they're all like overflowing, like fucking sewage just coming out in the streets and just spreading out everywhere. Everyone's like holding like rags over their nose. And there's people like trying to contain it, but it's just like going over the sides of whatever they're putting down to try and hold it, keep it at bay.
Okay. Just to help us a little bit, I'm gonna actually, I'll come back to you. I'll think up a role play way of doing it, but I'll come back to you. Sorry.
All right, you get to the east gate, and go on. What were we going to say?
I was gonna hit the group with one of my characteral jokes, because I wonder why they call it raw sewage. Do people actually cook this shit?
That's all right. They're getting better.
No, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Yeah. So you get to the eastern gate. You give your details over as usual, and you go out. And as you step out, you've got the forest to your right hand side, and you've got like grassland to your left, thick, tall grass to your left. You're looking for a large outlet, as the elder said.
It's a large outlet, right? Okay. So we're looking for a big tube. Oh, and then we're gonna have to look for a big tube then.
Sorry, remind me what we're looking for.
We're looking for the big pipe that goes into the sewage.
Okay.
Outlet.
Big enough to fit yourself in, because we want to try and make some money. And I'll tell you what, if we do make some money off of this job, it's going to be a gross profit.
Yeah, you're on a roll, my man.
Oh God.
So in that case, are we just following the stench? I don't know how good a Goliath's sense of smell is. Is there any? I don't know. Are there any workmen or people around that would know the area better, know where this big pipe is?
So you're outside the city limits now, outside the
Oh,
wall,
okay, right.
and
Cool.
there's nothing but you in the wilderness.
Okay, so
while we're just looking around then, and we're sort of giving it, I mean, did I tell you that I had to give a eulogy for a man that drowned in sewage? I told him that he could rest in piss.
6.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd give it the same.
Rate your joke.
6.
Hey, they can't all be fucking winners, man. I'm
all right,
trying to hit you guys with as many dad jokes as I can.
I'd just like to do something on the side. I don't know, maybe this won't be very useful, but Billy obviously is quite, I'm not enjoying the smell that's coming about. So he's going to put together a little something. He's got a lantern in his burglar's pack, so he's going to get that out and start just sort of picking away at it with a screwdriver or something like that. And he's just going to say, "Oh, Seb, can you give us some of your wax? I saw you use some wax before. Can I borrow some, perhaps?"
What?
"I want to borrow some of your wax. Give me some of your wax.
You want to borrow some of my wax? But
I want to borrow some. I'll give it back, or I'll give you something in return."
I've only got 4 candles. if you buy me a new candle, then yeah, I'll do.
Yeah, I'll get you a new candle. I'll get you a new candle.
Okay, fine. I haven't got 4 candles. I'm only using that as the joke from the.
Oh, 4 candles. Yeah, I know that
4
one.
candles.
Yeah, nice.
It's fine. I've got 5 candles, but I'm going to give you one, so I'm going to have 4 candles.
4 candles, right? Yeah.
I've got my 4 candles. I've got my O's, and I've got some pumps.
What the hell was that show?
2 runners.
It was 2 runners, wasn't it? Yeah. Right.
Classic British television.
So what I've done is I've created myself a little, I forget what you call them, a scent diffuser type thing.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm going to use the wax. I'm going to put the wax on top. So the lantern's going to be switched on, and over time that will melt and burn a nice, not very anything special, but a waxy aroma. Using magical tinkering, I can create an odor of my choice within perceivable up to 10 feet away. So as long as we're in 10 feet of this lantern that I've got carrying, it'll be a waxy smell as opposed to a sewage smell.
I love all of this, and I just
I
want
like
to point out. I just want to point out that is really good.
Yeah.
The last time I had a player that used that same thing to create the scent, he made his screwdriver smell like lavender.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you basically created a sensor.
Yeah, like one of those when you put a candle underneath.
It's a little wax burner.
Wax burner type thing. Yeah.
Using the wax of the candle was scented to burn it.
I really like it. I really like that.
But yeah, that's on the side to keep it a bit more comfortable for us as we journey through.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that might come in handy. In the distance, perception rolls, please.
That's perception. I'm not looking with my nose. That's a 13.
2.
8.
The 13. You guys, the other two, oblivious, but Sebastian can hear just about off in the distance, right in front of you. It stinks.
Can I just? You're right.
What was that? You hear that, and you hear a lot of movement in your direction.
Oh shit! So I might have just woke somebody up, and they might be coming towards us. I mean, it might be a former sewage worker who's disgruntled because he's had enough of this shit. Thank you.
So you're standing there, and again, Sebastian, you hear something go, wait, no.
Wait, no.
Yeah. And the other one, why? Like 2 things are talking to each other.
Okay. Yeah, there's 2 things over there. They're talking to each other. They're telling each other to wait and asking questions why. I don't know why they're waiting. I don't really want to see them. It's not overly dark, right? Because it's still daytime. So why can't I see them? Why can't I spot them?
You're in the grasslands.
Right. So it's high grass.
It's tall grass, yeah. I mean, you're short.
Here, you lanky pieces. What's over there? So that way.
But so Mr. Pierce is oblivious.
No, I'm telling you,
You're
I'm pointing in the direction
you're
of the noise.
identifying. So you have a look over, and you can just see movement in the grass. You can just see it move, like parted.
Okay, it's going to be a identify yourselves, or I will do something that you will regret. Like tell a really bad joke.
Intimidation.
Well, I'm going to tell a really bad joke. Oh, this is wicked. 18. I love this dice. That is my fourth 18 of the night.
You
Love
hear,
this dice.
Nice.
you hear, run, run.
No,
And
no,
you-
you
and
stop me,
Mis-
Peter.
Mr. Pierce and Billy can see like within the grass, like the grass go as they like whatever it was moves away.
No, you salty piece of shit. Don't run away. I was only worried if you were going to hurt us. If you're going to hurt us, then fuck off. If you're not, come back.
Do you want to do a persuasion?
What's the? Do I get anything? Persuasion. That's charisma based, right? I get a +1 on that. Ooh, 3.
Mr. Pierce just observes the grass like continue to as it whatever it is moves away.
Must be
And
a medic.
I just turned to the other two and said, well, the smell suits it. I was just going through the motions. It's fine.
And just really far in the distance now, Sebastian hears, it still stinks.
Do you know how to purify sewage water?
You get
Buy
nothing.
all the shit out of it.
You get nothing back. Sorry.
What if I throw them a sad joke? They wouldn't think that we were so terrifying.
We can help out with the spell.
They're really far away.
We can help out with the spell.
Okay.
Let's just run after them. Chase them. Yeah, I just start chasing off.
Yeah. Okay. Then you start storming into the grasslands, and roll a persuasion because
Persuasion.
they have heard Billy shout, "We can help."
Right. I just we can help, and then this 6 or 7'6" Goliath just suddenly start pelting up.
Yeah.
Not great optics. Got a 5 on the roll.
Oh yeah, no, that doesn't work. They continue running.
Keep chasing.
Chasing. Okay.
Keep going.
You're gaining.
Are we all literally just kind of like running through the forest?
At the moment, it's just Mr. Pierce, unless you're following.
Oh, I was definitely keeping up with him because there's nowhere on earth I'm waiting behind.
I'm still back there, so I guess I'll start jogging.
You're gaining on them. Mr. Pierce is gaining on them. The others are falling back behind Mr. Pierce. Obviously, he has a nice long stride. Sebastian doesn't really. It's like everyone's running past Sebastian.
Oh, Billy's a gnome. He's the same as me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We're both.
No, in fact, Billy's probably even worse. So Billy's falling behind Sebastian, and
At least I'm a Lightfoot.
Sebastian, yeah.
Stout.
But yeah, Mr. Pierce is gaining on whatever it is making this disturbance in the grass. But you get really close as the grass sort of like gets a lot shorter, and it's heading towards the tree line. And what you can see running in the open momentarily are 2 goblinoid type creatures.
It's two goblinoid type creatures. Do I see these yet?
No, you don't see them. Just Mr. Pierce.
You tell me as soon as I can see him.
I'll just shout, goblins, goblin orange.
Goblin orange. Filthy creatures.
Come back here, you little. Yeah, I'll keep running after them. It's kind of more just for fun at this point.
All right, you're catching up to them, but yeah, you're catching up to them, but you're like almost at the tree line to the forest, and they turn around, they're looking at you, and they look a little bit scared.
Can I dive to try and catch them? Dive for them.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, make it a acrobatics to see if you can dive first.
Mm-hmm. 7 divided by 6, 11.
11. I'll give you the 11. So you dive and then make an athletics check to see if you can grab hold of one of them or to both of them. Let's see how good it is.
Oh, that could be quite good. I'll just do the maths in my head. 18.
You dive and you manage to grab a leg on each.
Oh, that's the cockerel all over again.
And they turn around and they draw some horrible little weapons.
Oh shit!
Whilst you're in a prone position, what are you doing?
No, I'm friendly. Ignore that I just dove for you.
At this point, Sebastian bursts through the long grass into the open area. You said, no, I'm friendly. They stop and they're about to swing for you and then they stop. And then shortly after, Billy pops through.
Oh, okay. In that case, as we're all there and we're all stationary, I'll kind of let go of the legs and I'll try and get up slowly, see if they're still hang about if I stand up.
Right. Well, these things could speak common because that's what they were saying when they were in the thingy.
Okay, so I'll kind of just step aside and introduce you.
Introduce me, huh? Don't introduce
Sebastian,
me. Right.
Goblinoids. Goblinoids, Sebastian, Billy.
Lovely to meet you, goblinoid thingies. Didn't happen to see my wife down in the sewers, did you? She used to be employed by the local sewage works because she was the biggest shit stirrer I know.
Just looking at you like.
Well, it was worth a try. I'm not going to start telling any goblin jokes, but it's fine. So, do you come here often? Any reason why you're hanging around in such a smelly situation?
They sheathe their weapons. They look at each other and they're like, "It stinks."
It's very true, and if it's anything to do with you guys, you're in for a big surprise.
They both look at you, and they're like, they say, "We're lost."
You're lost, and you're lost.
We're find home.
It's where in particular do you need to be heading, and I might be able to point you in the right direction if you can scratch my back and I'll scratch yours, innit?
We go home.
It's good, yes. Where is your home? Directions. Which one of Kanye's kids is it?
Yeah.
That's quite funny.
We are old stone. We live old stone.
You live Old Stone. It is old. It's harder work than I was expecting, lad. Know an Old Stone? Can't say I know an Old Stone.
Big stone.
Big
You mean the
stone.
mines, perhaps?
Well, I'm wondering if they're. I'm
No.
wondering if their home has something to do with the big stone that is blocking the fucking sewage way. Me and me putting 2 and 2 making 3. You know how it goes. So you know where your big stone is.
He's on hole.
It's what? It's on hold.
Oh, he's
on
talking about
hold.
the sewage outlet.
It sounds like it. I mean, he's English is not their first fucking language by the sounds of it. I'm sort of struggling here, but if the big stone that they're looking for is on hold, take me to your big stone.
Well, they look at each other like talking in goblinoid or goblin, and then they look back at you and they say, "We lost."
He's lost. It's very nice that you're lost. Yes, I understand that. But you, big stone, take us. We help you phone home.
We know where where Big Stone is.
You don't know where Big Stone is.
You got it, Sebastian. Keep going.
Yeah, thanks. You don't know where Big Stone is. I'll do sign language now. See if they fucking. So you help us find stone.
They look at each other and they like nod, and they look back at you and they nod. They agree to help you.
Right, good. We got two pets.
They look at Billy, and they notice he has a shovel on him or something. And they can smell. They got a good sense of smell. They can smell something on Billy, and they look at Billy and they say,
We the round food. We want the round food.
The round food. You want some pizza? Oh,
Pizza, yes.
Oh, I know a great pizza bar back in the city. I don't have any pizza with me at the moment, unfortunately. I can, let them know you're coming. They'll give you a good deal.
No, we know loud city. You get us pizza. And we help you.
It's gonna take some time. I need a stone oven. I need some bread. I need all the toppings for it.
Do you know, I'm really pissed that I gave my pizza to that fucking hungry guy now.
Yeah. It's gonna be tricky to work out, but I could make a delivery sometime, but not today. But I can, I'll promise to make a delivery to you, the finest pizza in Dicklund.
No, we want pizza now. Or no help.
I can't do anything about the pizza. I'm sorry. However, I can offer you this very lovely scent diffuser. Hopefully, when you entered when I came into this area, you may have noticed that the smell dissipated, and that is all due to my genius. So, I'll give you this. It smells good, and you can take it with you anywhere, and you'll smell good always, and you can help us in return.
you pull it out, and instantly they go, "Ah!" like cover their nose, and they go, "These stink! These stink!" and they run.
Right, let's give chase again. Right.
We're just hoping to run far enough into the forest. We're just going to go into a lump of rock. Go, no, found it.
Are we home?
I thought that'd work out differently, if I'm honest.
So the sting to them was your sensor.
Cool.
Okay. Now we're about like 2 miles away from the place.
Right.
I mean, I was about 20 seconds away from making a fake pizza.
That might have worked.
Well, because I mean, with my disguise kit, my makeup,
Yeah.
and foraging shit, I might have been able to fucking come up with some sort of makeshift looking. They're goblins. I don't give a
They,
fuck. What
they
Yeah,
probably, yeah, they probably would have eaten it
but
as well.
when you're a pizza maker, you just can't. You can't do that. You can't make a fake pizza ever. That's
You got
against the code.
standards, yeah.
Exactly.
Hmm.
It's against the code.
So we are now standing in the middle of a shitty forest, standing next to a lavender lantern, and our goblins have run away again.
Well, I mean, you're almost in the forest. You're in like short grass area, just in front of the forest. You can still see the door that you came from. You're not far from that at all. You're probably about 100, 200 feet.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think I am at a loss. I mean, where we're walking at the minute, right? So when we were walking out of the town,
Yep.
we could see that the poop was overflowing to the streets, etc.
So as you're walking through the town, you could see a lot of sewage, like drainage,
Yeah.
which was overflowing.
So now that we're out of the city, because obviously it drains out, are we seeing anything on the top? So are we like anything to follow? Is there like but basically I'm Hansel and Gretel now. I'm looking for a crumb trail.
So when you came out, you heard this noise and you walked straight forwards. You didn't look around at all. So from your position, if you want to investigate, you can investigate your surrounding area.
Yeah, I want to look for a crumb trail, and that's 16. Light was on it for me.
16, but this is a short grass area, and over to the left you can see in the distance like the ground sort of like dips down.
Now I'll log off of my 16. Okay, I'll walk over to the dip down bit of ground.
You walk over
I
and
want to see a big rock.
yeah, no, you see stonework. So stonework is very, very old. It's like a lot of it is covered over with earth and just grass, like where it's sort of nature's reclaimed it a little bit, and broken away stonework. And it is an outlet. It is an outlet. However, there's nothing coming out of it apart from a small trickle.
So this is the outlet then that we're looking at, the actual, so we can venture in it potentially.
Well, it's I mean, the outlet itself is how big?
It's big. It's about 7 foot in diameter.
And it's all closed in by nature.
Yeah, but the open-ended side. So so you go down, you get a little bit closer, and you can see that the bars which once stopped anything from interfering with it through age have just completely rusted, and one of the bars has just rusted off completely, leaving a larger open gap.
Okay, so we're going to be heading in there. How far away? So where we were seeing the sewage overflow to the end of this pipe is how far?
You can probably estimate it at about 150 to 200 feet.
Okay, so it's not miles in. Whatever the blockage is not miles in.
Yeah, that's good deduction there. That is.
Well, if the sewage is overflowing in there and it's not coming out here, it means between here and now is the blockage. So it ain't going to be very far away, is it?
So low risk, potential for high reward if we can get it all sorted quickly.
Well, I'm going to say pretty high risk. I mean, this is going to smell.
Well, yeah, but it's not miles and miles of sewage that we have to trek through, which is all right.
I think we've got like 150
feet.
to 200 feet of
Mm.
7 foot tall. I mean, even Pierce ain't got a flipping crowd that much to get in.
Hmm.
I had low risk. That's enough for me. So I just start heading in, walking
with this-
aimlessly in.
And with the scent diffuser on, it won't be, it'll mitigate some of the smell.
Yeah, it's like a makeshift snorkel.
Yeah, yeah.
There we go.
Being very positive about this.
Oh,
With the makeshift sensor, anyone within 10 feet of you gets advantage on Constitution saving throws.
Ooh.
in that case, I'm going to be right on him. And before I go in, I'm going to pick up a stick, and I'm going to twist one of my candles on it, and I'm going to light it, so that I've got a candle on a stick.
Okay, yeah. Before you go in, as you go in, you're like, you hear your belly's rumbling. You're like, oh, actually, we better leave this for another day. And you head back to the city.
Oh,
Yeah, just drop the diffuser. Oh no,
Yeah.
wait, we need that.
But yeah, you head back to the city, and I don't know if you want to leave this information, everything you've discovered. Is there some way that it can be accessed by other adventuring parties? Is there some way, because it's like a community effort, really?
Yeah.
I suppose so.
How would we leave it? Like an
Well,
entry in it to the local newspaper.
I don't know. It's
Do we write a note and put it on the job board?
Dicklundian times.
well, you could do. This is stuff.
Indian times.
This is stuff that you can think of between sessions.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's a simple one, isn't it? So we're at the east gate, right? So we're heading out east, right? There's got to be a communal notice board somewhere, right? And
Well, there's a jobs board. Yeah.
what on the east gate?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. I just it's smell fell, blocked pipes, 200 feet. Weird goblin don't like lavender. There you go.
I think I'm going to follow Piercy's suggestion as well. I might leak the information to Dicklundian Times just to see if anyone catches it from their side, just as an
Okay.
extra to the jobs board.
Yeah. Okay.
That'd be something fun to work on.
Leak it to the newspaper.
Yeah. Well, they'll probably catch the headline anyway about the chicken chokers doing amazing work on the chicken farm with the eggs. That'll probably hit front page. So,
Actually, yeah, go on. I'll sign the note. CC.
Yes.
Chicken
CC.
jokers.
Is there like a picture of us for the front page?
Choking out chickens.
Portraits.
Yeah, or you two pushing that plow and we just like fighting the chicken.
In the distance, yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of twats fight small birds.
Yeah. See how the local community bands together to tackle our egg problem. Yeah, man. All right, cool. So that's it.
Cool.
Marvelous.
Thank you, Dan. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you very much.